to lean forward. Sometimes we don't even realize it, but this physical response to stress accumulates and drastically affects us. It's not just the body, but the brain becomes tired. But how can we help it? Our daily stressors are not going to go away, at least anytime soon. One answer is to help us handle the stress coming at us better. And to do this, we need to know how we are currently doing. So in this video, we will look at a specific measurement, a heart rate variability scan, to show us how efficiently we are managing our stress on the daily. This video is for you dads, especially with Father's Day, but can relate to all parents or adults who have struggled with a wide range of health struggles, the core of which are energy, sleep, mood, and burnout. Now, what we're going to go through today is we're going to go through an example of a heart rate variability test we use with every patient in our office, looking at this to uniquely measure our stress load, finding the root cause and a drug-free solution. But before we dive in, do me a favor. Wherever you're watching this video, I want you to like it, share it, and subscribe. We want to help as many people as we can, and we need you to help us by doing just that. Now, I want to share with you a quick story about a patient of ours named Chris. When I first met Chris, Chris was dealing with crazy amounts of headaches, crazy amounts of stress, and Chris was a dad who was on overdrive, right? He is a business owner. He is a dad of three, an amazing husband, devoted to his church, devoted to his family, helping his kids in every way he can, going to sports, you name it. But Chris's daily headaches were debilitating. It was taking him out of his ability to enjoy the things that he loved, being there with his kids, going to the sporting events, so being a dad and a husband, and he was miserable because he hurt so bad, he was stressed out, and he was completely gassed out. Now, when Chris started into care, what he started to notice almost immediately was his headaches began to reduce. Within a matter of months, his headaches were completely gone. But the other side benefits was his ability to handle stress went tremendously up. Instead of being stressed out, wound up all the time, he all of a sudden noticed that he was feeling good. And the stress didn't have the same effect. He was able to handle it. He was able to sleep through the night. He wasn't waking up because he was constantly on overdrive. He was able to do better with paying attention and focusing and juggling the tasks that he had. He also noticed that he was far less irritable with his wife and with his kids. So he was happier, his emotions were better, and his quality of life was dramatically better. And I want to share this with you because if you're a dad and you feel this way and you're carrying some of that guilt, and I get it, been there as a dad and a husband and a business owner myself, we need solutions that are natural and effective solutions so you don't waste time, energy, and money constantly looking for something to take the edge off. And so what I want to do is I want to go through and discuss a few things with you, which I think are super important from a context. Because we talked about stress, right? And we said that stress can take on multiple forms: physical, environmental, or emotional. And it's easy to separate them in our mind, but not so much in our bodies. This is why a stressful meeting, a long to-do list, or packed schedule can cause our bodies and our shoulders to rise, our jaws to tighten, our body to lean forward. Sometimes we don't even realize it, but there is a physical response to our stress. If this constant day in and day out, right, stress does not stop, the body and the brain become tired. Even if you can't directly feel this connection in the short term, the daily stress accumulates and affects sleep, mood, energy, and even cognitive function. While that can be a tough pill to swallow, as most of our daily stressors aren't going to go away, we can measure it and help it. This is why I want to show you a test that we do in our office called heart rate variability. It's a test that looks at how the brain handles our stress load. It can measure how balanced we are in our stress response, whether we are pushing far into fight or flight, go mode, or worn down, tired, and unmotivated. See, I'm going to show you now an example of what this looks like. Let me go ahead and pull this up here for you. Okay. So this is an example of what a very common dad reading looks like on a heart rate variability scan. The scan on the left that you see in this scan is a brain in full on fight or flight sympathetic stress mode, and most likely has been there for a very long time. When it's gone down to the left and the lower left side of the scan like that, so we can see the stress is really deep. And the longer that we can't neurologically take a break, the more tired out our system becomes. This is why we see this in dad's examples. The reading isn't just on the left, it's lower as well, meaning the gas tank is nearing empty. This is exactly why dads especially often feel wound up and worn out at the same time. Balance is off and the brain is working much harder than it needs to. You see, these HRV scans are the most helpful tool that we have in sorting out what's going on when we are looking for drug free help with sleep, energy, anxiousness, and managing stress. Without this scan, we'd be chasing symptoms like most other medical approaches. And with a busy schedule, getting to the root cause and getting to the results quickly and efficiently is absolutely the key. Now, moms and dads, I'm going to go ahead and take this off the screen here so we can talk. See, we love taking care of parents, especially dads, because if you've tried a ton of other stuff or even chiropractic before, you're not alone. We love this technology because it helps us get the answers uniquely to you. We would love to sit down with you, look at your HRV, and show you where you're at and how we can actually help. Hope this gave you some value. So, if this gave you value, then I have a couple of things that I would like to ask. First, number one, continue asking questions. If you have additional questions about the things that we talked about today, about HRV technology, about how we help, feel free to leave us a comment, send us a DM through Facebook or Instagram, go to our website, elitefamilykairos.com. We would be happy to answer any questions that you have, or if you just want to talk, we can even set up a free 15-minute consult to go through this with you. Second, please share this information with other dads, other parents that are feeling the same way that you are, because we want to make sure we can reach and help as many parents who are going through this kind of stress as you. Third, I would ask that you go to our website, elitefamilykairos.com, do some additional research. Go to our blog and take a look at some of the research articles that we posted on there. It's an ever-growing library, so this will give you lots of great information. Look at some of the testimonials. Look at our Google page so you can see lots of other parents who've been in your shoes that we've helped. And also, I would give you an additional resource. You can go to pxdocs.com where you can find lots of other great case studies, other great informational articles to give you all the resources that you need so that you can get everything that you need to get your stress levels under control, get your energy levels back up, get your quality of life back to where it should be. God bless.